Hello, hello. It's that time again. It's that time. Is it really that time again in Quad We Trust? Quake, yeah. Is it really that time again? I got to turn my light on him. Ah! That's bright as hell. Hang on. Turn that down a bit. That is too much. All right, fellas. You already know what it is. You know how it works. You know what we do. I think tonight's the night. And it's going to happen again. And by that, I mean I'm going to try to beat this new QUAKE DLC. Let's launch. Oh, hang on. I got to record it. Tonight's the night. And it's going to happen again. Check. All right, let's make sure. All right, we're good. I got to get it recording because I still need to make a video on this thing. So much to be done, fellas. Mute the speakers so I can get past the main theme. It's copyright claimed, by the way. What's up, Scott? What's up? Metal Gear Luke. Nibrodcon. Believe this is where we left off. There cannot be that many more maps. I've been grinding through them. I know there's 19 total, so... Pop over here. Okay, do that. Do this. All right. Now we're in Lake Flynn. And I'm in some kind of castle. Use the axe. Oh, that's neat. They have a little logo. Oh. Funny how they put weapons as if you wouldn't have found them. Well, it took me forever to find the rocket launcher, so I guess I kind of deserve that. Wow, they're really loading me up. The rune of... I keep needing these runes to access these other places. I'll take that. Or I won't. Or I'll die. Or I'll die horrifically. Excuse me, fellas. Oh, there's a death knight there. Time for a swim. Oppressive ambience intensify. Holy, that's a lot of scrags. Do they just not see me? Weird. I've never seen scrags just ignore me before. It's a bit odd. Scary looking. Wow, will they... Oh, there they are. They saw me. I pushed my luck. Oh, I didn't know they followed me into the water. Disgusting gray creature. Imagine if you saw that, dude. Some of these enemy designs are so interesting. I would love to see like a AAA rendition of like a scrag. We got ogres. Do I still have my rocket launcher? I don't want to have to put up with you. Very interesting map. They scragging? They were scragging, weren't they? A lot of these maps have been a lot brighter than I thought they would be. Like, look at this. It's like we're on Earth. Very castle-esque. Lots of castles. Ah. The Queen spoke. Take the gifts I offer and be grateful. This is the most story we've ever seen in Quake. Not counting 2 or 4. Like, Scourge of Armagon kind of has something going on. Dissolution of Eternity tried. But it's Quake Champions has Scrag floating around in one map. Oh, really? I feel like I would have noticed. I haven't played Champions in years, to be fair, but I feel like I would have remembered that. How did I like the last level? You left just for you heard my thoughts. Oh, dude, it was sick. All of these levels have been beyond fantastic. This is, I've said it before, and I'm gonna have to make a video on it. This is the best Quake has ever been. Oh! I was not the matriarch and the dude. The naming tag. I'm just gonna have to praise the heck out of this DLC, dude. I'm gonna just have to take my time with it though, because I don't want to rush it. Fuck's sake. Also, how do I like this level and its insane scope and verticality? That can't be done. Yeah, this is definitely... Look how massive this map... Yeah, this is an enormous map. Shambler scares me. I don't have any grenades, dog. Oh, forgot about the Fiend. I wonder if they've already... like, done wiki pages and stuff on these individual levels. This is crazy, dog. Look at this. Look how neat this little hole to peek through is. Yeah, this map somehow runs well on Switch. Really? Well, I mean, you guys got to remember, games from the 90s are actually really well optimized. I'm not really all that surprised. Like, the Kex engine itself is a pretty well-optimized engine, and Quake in general was a well-optimized game. We're talking about some of Carmack's finest work. You know what I'm saying? John Carmack is literally a super genius, so I'm not surprised that the game he coded is still running well 30 years later. I need to go watch the speech he and Romero did at QuakeCon. I hadn't watched it. Ooh, look at that. Interesting. I love it when they add in new assets, because a lot, like, Dimension of the Past added nothing new. It was just another episode reusing the same assets. Dimension of the Machine added a few new things, but this one has added the most I've seen. Definitely had the resolution dips on handheld mode, and Quake 2 due to the amount of enemies on screen. Yeah, Call of the Machine was insane, though. Bodies stay there in Quake 2, the bodies disappear after a while. That is one of my favorite. Dude, look at this. This one map alone is like half of an episode in the original Quake. In terms of size. Like, this is like multiple maps in one. I think that, I forget what it's called, Arcane Dimensions? Is Arcane Dimensions the mod that combines the entire first episode of Quake into one map? Because like that is like the size of one of these maps. Oh my gosh, look at this. So many screenshots from this map. Look at this hallway, bro. What happened here? I'm starting to feel like I'm being warned about something. Ominously timed octave change. Not a Quake level. And I'll see what you... Oh, what does this say? The Queen spoke. Those devoid of gratitude must be purged. Bro. This is Fuck that. Oh, it closed the door! Is that what you meant by Dark Souls? Holy shit. That last level, Requiem, definitely invokes the Dark Souls mantra. Holy buckets, bro. Where'd it go? I'm gonna need that. I feel something feed on my gratitude. Her temple is cleansed. The way is open. Dude, even the writing is on point. Like this is so Quakean, bro. This is more Quake than the original Quake. Do you know how insane you have to be to do what to achieve something arguably better in our execution than the original groundbreaking game was? Look at this. This is, they really like that asset, that model asset, and they should, because it's sick. Queen spoke. Visitors from worlds afar shall aid in protecting my domain. Is that me? Am I a visitor from far away? Got novelizations that weren't that good, still got books, but Quake got 0 novelizations to flesh out the lore. Yeah, well, those Doom books are terrible, dude. Hello. I don't think id Software was particularly fond of the idea of, like, narrative. Like, that was really a Romero thing. Romero was big on having a narrative. And Tom Hall and Romero, but neither of them made it past Quake. I think Tom Hall was out before Quake happened. He was out after Doom 2, right? I'm pretty sure. I think I can make that jump. I have a Quake tattoo for a reason, you know. Misses jump immediately after saying that. Fuck. Gotcha. Stocking up. He's headed somewhere different. Hello. What up, what up? What's up, Fallon? Is Manlet Thorin done streaming, or did you leave his stream to come visit me? Romero left for Ion Storm and made Daikatana. If you knew the whole story, I think the word left is maybe not the most accurate to use for what happened to poor Romero. He was pushed out of the company by Carmack. There was a lot of drama in office politics, apparently. Apparently Tom Hall was pushed out. Romero was put... Oh, that's neat. It's like we're entering a different dimension. I think we are literally entering a different dimension. You left the Manlet Bastard stream to look up what the code is up to. Thorin's a guy. Oh, I've never seen them come out of the slipgates, I don't think. That's new. Report number 48,364. The slipgates only one way. We are trapped here with her. Daikatana is certainly a game. I started to do a video on Daikatana a while back, by the way, but I just stopped. There's not really... I actually enjoyed what I was playing. There's not really a reason I have 1 health. Quake 2 wasn't going to be Quake game. It was going to be its own thing called War, but I guess due to marketing, they named it Quake 2. Yeah, that is... It wasn't due to marketing. It's because, for some reason, they couldn't get the rights to War, and they just offhandedly called it Quake 2 because they already owned the name Quake, and they had to go through a bunch of shit to attain it. What pre-2000s game would you like remade? I was just thinking about that earlier today. Call the machine loop back quick to into Quake because of the level behind it. Yeah, that was a good move. What 2000s game would I like pre-2000s game would I like to see get remade? Marathon, but actually do it correctly would be cool. Salty about the fact half of its software got fired recently by the new Xbox CEO even after the banger DLC of Doom the Dark Ages. Yeah, dude. Well, that's not exclusive to its software, man. 60% of the industry got laid off because when COVID happened and lockdowns happened, everybody was buying video games like an insane amount, and it inflated the industry and caused a bubble. And a bunch of people were hired to try to keep up with the market because the executives didn't recognize that the second lockdowns ended, it wasn't gonna be like that anymore. Catacombs 3D? I don't think that could really get remade. I don't think anybody would buy that. Holy. What else? Damn. I don't know. I'm a little rusty on pre-2000s because like 2000 games are what I know. I was thinking earlier that I think it'd be cool to do a ground-up remake of Indigo Prophecy, but Quantic Dream's not going to be around for much longer from what I've heard. Dino Crisis, which is all but confirmed. Yeah, but it's probably gonna suck. Like, you guys know that, right? Hope I'm not wasting this. The original Silent Hill is already getting a remake. I think it'd be cool if they did the original Metal Gear. Not Metal Gear Solid, like the OG Metal Gear. If they made that like in the style of the Snake Eater remake or something, that'd be cool. This game is so bleak, dude. I want a Quake remake. Notice how this level has military complex stuff mixed in with the... Yeah. It's not just this level. I've been catching that on a couple of levels. I kind of brought... No, I noticed it. I noticed that we got Earth-based sections. Sphere. You may as well go ahead and accept that, Fallon. That's coming, brother. Quake reboot or whatever. Quake needs the Doom tree. Yeah, I would like to see a triple. I would like to see this exact like tone. But where the fuck is it? Where am I going? I still suspect that the Dark Ages was intended to be a Quake game, if I'm being honest with you. I think Microsoft made them change halfway through Dark Age development, but I think it was supposed to be a Quake game. Especially considering the way Doom Eternal Ancient Gods 2 ended. Quake can get remade, the game's too perfect. Quake 2 needs a remake. I wouldn't want to... See, when you say remake, it can't be remade because, you know, you can't really remake. But I would like to see a AAA interpretation of Quake. I would like to see, like, using Doom Eternal style combat. seeing all of these enemies get triple. Oh, fuck me. Maybe I can just let them kill each other. I cannot. Fight each other, leave me alone. Quake to use like Resident Evil 4, a game that shouldn't get remade. No, I think it's pretty different because Quake is such a vague set of like levels that it could be in modern day interpreted. Fuck me. Give it to Machine. Yeah, I would like to see Machine Games do a Quake game like in the style of their Wolfenstein games, you know? Not Youngblood though. Fuck. Look at Resident Evil 4. Yeah, but what's up, JJ? The Resident Evil 4 remake is objectively terrible though. Are you kidding me? Come on. There we go. I'm kidding, by the way. It's not objectively terrible. It's fine. It's a good remake, but it's just you can't really beat the original RE4. We showcase these guys get Quake, and I trust them more than current software. Yeah. It doesn't need. Yeah, I agree. Just a AAA interpretation of the Gothic Quake style. Machine Games, they're the guys. Like they are fit for that mission. Fuck. How do I get up there? Do I rocket jump? Die! There we go. Machine Games were made by ex-Starbreeze staff who worked on Escape from Butcher Bay and Darkness. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Those are two of my favorite games of all time. I love those games, dude. Last game, it was Syndicate 2012. I did a video on Syndicate 2012. That was their final game. They need to fire whoever was writing for New Colossus, though, because that game's story was bad. Syndicate was great. I love Syndicate. Oh, good. That's what I wanted. That was easy. I wonder if I can just... Nah, that would have been too easy. It's an EA game, so of course they got... Yeah, I know. Oh, no! Holy buckets, bro. That's so not... Didn't make Battlefield numbers, so they nuked Starbreeze. That didn't happen. We wouldn't have Machine... That's true, but... Machine Games needs to make Quake. That needs to be their next thing. Pro tip for Quake, never buy no weed from the gas station. It will kill you. Yeah, specifically that's Quake advice. I do a lot of cool videos on niche games. Tomorrow Never Dies and Dark Force 2 Jedi Knight, great reviews. Thank you, Metal Gear Luke. I appreciate it. I'm doing a video on some other niche games right now. From Russia with Love is the next one up. I think I'm going to do a video on this expansion. See if I can take him down from here. Machine Games and Dice are both from Sweden. Yeah, they got good people over there, apparently. I'm also working on a video for Quake 3 and eventually 4, but I don't think I'm going to release those right away. I'm gonna sit on those for a little while I finish up my Bond videos. So it turns out the shotgun is a precision weapon. Let's do this. Which close gaming company would you like to see be revived with its original staff? Starbreeze is a good one. Starbreeze with its OG staff, Bungie with its OG staff. I mean, do they have to have already closed? Because I would love to see Raven Software with its OG staff make something new. That'd be really baller. I'd like to see OG Obsidian back. Your favorite James Bond game is Everything or Nothing because you have so much nostalgia and amount of content, and that game is staggering, driving me to... Yeah, that's true. I've recently completed From Russia with Love, and it's like 60% of how big Everything or Nothing was. And Quantum of Solace is even shorter. Raven had great minds. Technically, Raven's still around. They're just stuck making Call of Duty for the rest of their lives. Unfortunately. Yeah, Raven gave us some gems. Wolfenstein 2009. Oof. Jedi Academy. Jedi Outcast. I'm just borrowing your ammo, fellas. Grab that from you. Grab that too. Need that. Didn't grow up with the PSP version of Quantum of Solace. You grew up with the PS2 version, which to some is superior. Okay, so I just played both. Like in the last 3 or 4 days, I played through all of the 360 version, and then I played through all of the PS2 version. And I've always heard the PS2 version is better. And after playing them, I do not see how people ever thought that. It's not better. It's an okay stealth game. It's a bad action game. It's very close to the same thing as the 360 version, but it has less missions, worse set pieces. It is not the superior version in my opinion at all. I'll elaborate on all of that in the video that I'm doing on it. Have you played Return to Castle Wolfenstein? That Wolfenstein game is truly... Dude, of course I've played Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Of course. That's Raven 2, I'm pretty sure. Is it? No, that's not Raven. Is it Raven? No, that's the guys who did Redneck Rampage. What was the name of that studio? I don't remember. But Return to Castle Wolfenstein, that's one of my childhood games, dude. I remember I had the PC version of Return to Castle Wolfenstein, and it came with like this brown weathered-looking manual with the logo. Dude, it's so good. Way too hard because it's stealth sequences. You have to be perfect. Yeah, it's very hard. It's obscenely difficult, and I didn't really like... I enjoyed my time with the 360 version a lot more. I kind of just forced myself through the PS2 version. Metal Gear Solid on European Extreme? Yes, it is. And its action is not good. It does not... It does not play very well when you get caught. We're going in. Distinct creatures from other realms. Which fate is worse, being closed by EA or working 24/7 on Call of Duty for eternity? I think it would depend on who you are. I'm sure there's some people who clock in and work on Call of Duty and they're fine and happy with it. They don't have a problem with it. But then there's probably a lot of creative people who would rather Raven just get closed so they can try to start a new studio. You raged a lot, but you beat it. I save scummed and I beat it. That game would have taken me forever to beat the authentic way. I'm not... No regrets, no shame. That game is not worth beating it authentically. I just need my footage and to get an idea so I can talk about it. I'm already going to have to compare and contrast them in the fucking video. The iterative process will never fail. Big door. Oh my gosh, that took a tonal turn. Look how red everything is. Oh, I've got runes. Are those the runes I need? You also grew up with Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines, which is terribly... I loved that game. I haven't played it in 2 decades, but I got to play it some as a kid, and I really liked it. But I like a lot of games that are, like, not very good. Some levels in that game can be beaten in... Yeah, I know. It's... Okay, so the switches will open. Alright, let's read this. The Queen spoke. Those who wish to leave my domain must pass 2 trials. Alright, those... Let me push these buttons first. What does this do? Alright. Dude, that 9 Inch Nails Quake merch that they released on the 9 Inch Nails site was so cool, and it all sold out so fast. I'm kind of heartbroken about it. If you play bad games as well, you have nostalgia for them, like DT Racer. Won't win any awards, but it's fun. DT Racer's fun because you can go the wrong way and crash into cars. But I don't even know what DT Racer is, bro. Fuck. It's always a vor. Why are these faster than normal? Ugh. That is dangerously close. Fuck me. Budget racing game that originally came out in South Korea was renamed to DT Racer in the West. I've never heard of it. Alright, so these guys gotta go before I can't be dealing with them and that Shambler. Alright. Shamble time. Wait, do I not have any... Those nails I picked up. Damn. That button's pressed. Did I not press this button? Okay, no, they're pressed. Alright. The rocket launcher's the best I got. I know it's not as effective. PS2 library is filled with shovelware and licensed games and very little first party because you had bad taste in games. Well, at least you're aware. I like to play a lot of like shareware stuff as well as a kid. Alright, the silver rune key acquired. I feel like if I just drop down, it's gonna... Oh, okay, I'm good. My father was a fiend. All my homies hate Scrags. PS3, you had first-party platforms like Ratchet & Clank and Jak Trilogy. Bro, you had the good stuff then. Ratchet & Clank and Jak. The Jak games are some of the best games ever made, bro. I don't even have nostalgia for them because I played all of them for the first time like a year ago. That's not nostalgia speaking. I played them for the first time a year ago and they're legitimately like fantastic. Something tells me there's a secret down there. You might be a Quake baby, but why is your health limited to under 100? Is that something Hard does? I think Nightmare does that, but this is actually a specific thing to this DLC. So with this DLC, they start you at 50% health, and I think far less inventory as well. Like the amount of ammo you can carry is greatly reduced because it's like Metroidvania. Throughout the maps, you have to find your health to recuperate it and grow it throughout the map, and then also the ammo. So I've actually missed a few. I should have more health and ammo by now, but there's secrets I haven't solved. I love how this is like moving. This is so other dimensional. Give Machine Games the budget for a full Quake game, dude. You spent $600 for the PS3, early adopted PS3 had launch games. Yeah, but PS3 was a great system though, man. MGS4 was PS3 exclusive. I love how that's... Oh, and you can get on it. That's neat. I like that. Which game you love, but there's one thing you absolutely despise? Which game do I love, but there's one thing I absolutely despise and hate? Like I love the game, but there's like one element that I hate about it? Question. A game that I love, there's an element that I hate about it. One example that comes to mind is Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3, and the thing that I despise and hate about it is the Dragon Rush mechanic. That's the best example I know of a game that I love with an element that I hate, if that's what you were asking. So the launch title you played the most was MotorStorm for some reason, because Ratchet & Clank didn't come out until 2007. You even played Resistance, but you didn't like it too much. You played Killzone? Those are some weird games. How do I get up there? Does it really want me to rocket jump, or am I missing something? Like, look at this. What? I feel like I'm missing something. What are these colored lights? Oh, I am missing something. Okay, I don't know where this yellow glow is coming from. Preston, you didn't play Killzone until you were an adult? Great game. Well, 2, 3, and Shadowfall are great. I really don't like the first one. Oh, good. And he's gonna chase me, I think. Time to nail it. You're not so bad. People absolutely hate, but I love is Lair. I've kind of wanted to play that game for a while. That's somewhere you ride around a dragon, right? It was a launch title. That looks fun. Hello. Fuck! I love obscure games like Lair, dude. I love stuff like that. There's a bunch of games that I want to do videos on that are just... Like, one of them is called Breakdown. That's a really obscure deep cut. I really want to do a video on it. Man, I hate Scrags. All my homies hate Scrags. Which game would I 100% before I die? I've only 100%ed a handful of games. I want to 100% Arkham City and Arkham Knight, but man, there's ways to go for those. I don't know. The Arkham games for sure. I'd have to check my Steam. Factor 5. Oh, I covered a Factor 5 game. Star Wars Demolition. That's a neat little puzzle that they have built into that. That's cool. That's very Quakian. Holy. The only game you want to truly 100% is Lego Skywalker Saga because it's a badge of honor to 100% that game. That's too much. There's some games that it's not worth it. Like the Master Chief Collection with like 800 achievements. That's crazy. Some of which are incredibly hard. Nah, dog. Mother. Alright, well at least now I know he's coming. Some of the Rogue Squadron games are Factor 5. I think so. I think... Yeah, I think they are. And I think I'm wrong. I don't think Star Wars Demolition is Factor 5. I think I was wrong on that. Alright. I need some health. I'm gonna have to go find... I can't do this with 18 health. Alright, that's better. How many Shamblers have we seen this level? 10! Can Machine Games chill on the Shamblers, man? I ain't afraid of no Shambler. Well, I'll take the health, I guess. I am playing on hard, though. It's the stupid, undodgeable lightning attack. Gold room key acquired. All of my health is gone. Oh, fuck. So unfair. Now I have to go kill a Vor with a shotgun. Seems like difficulty to these people are throw more Shamblers in tight quarters have good combat design. No, there's been some great combat design, so I don't really think I can say that. Mother... I already have to worry about the Vor. Did you guys see that tweet from Sandy Peterson, like clarifying that he had no idea what Vor meant when he named that thing? Which gaming franchise would like a definitive ending? Mine would be Half-Life 2 Episode 3. There's a lot of games I wish would get sequels. Singularity, Syndicate. I'd like a Dead Space 3 follow-up that's good. Probably near the end of the level at this point. Up we go. Resident Evil 10 should honestly be the end of the mainline story. That's probably going to be the case, to be honest with you. Because they're remaking Code Veronica right now, and I know they're going to remake RE5. I don't know if they're going to remake Zero, but... I'm confident in a 5 remake. Oh, that's cool. Man, I wouldn't have even seen how cool that is if I had turned around. Need that series to end at some point, just focus on meaningful spinoffs. You know, not every game series needs to go on forever and ever. Resident Evil could afford to just stop. It just makes so much money. There's a lot of series I would like to see brought back. Yo! First off, that's diabolical. Putting spawns in the portal is crazy. That's not good. I'm out of ammo. Which one pilot Star Wars ship would you like to own? Delta 7 Aether Sprite Jedi Starfighter. The one from episode 2, the triangle, not the episode 3. Bro, I'm gonna die. I just want to look at the cool Quake clock. I have to go. I have to leave. I have to go get ammo. I can't. Capcom has the Marvel and Disney effect where they cannot kill off their main characters, so they make excuses to have plot armor. Yeah, it's true. I think Marvel has probably killed off more main characters than Resident Evil has. There has to be some ammo somewhere. If I go down there, am I going to be trapped? Kill off Chris or Leon. Chris was supposed to die in 6, but Capcom chickened out. Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know if I... Or they should just, like, retire or something. You know, they don't have to die. Characters can get old and call it quits. Like, I think 10 would be a great time to do another Leon-Chris team-up and have them both... What the fuck? They followed me! Holy shit, there's another one. Man, I almost missed that. How many spawns are there? I just want to admire this crazy Quake clock that they put together. Oh, it's like a scissor hand. That's so neat. I don't know what the red lines are. Man, Machine Games was cooking, bro. Look how sick that is, dude. They're coming out of the portal. That's what's happening. Makes me feel like if I go through that portal, I'm going to get ambushed by spawns. Queen spoke. Gaze upon my lands one last time. Perhaps you will wish to remain. Alright, let's have a look. There's more to this level? What happens if I... 2 more to go. Where? They added the spawns last minute, so they just slammed them in the last episode because they had no idea what to do with them. Yeah, what they did was they told Sandy it was up to him. They added the spawns and they told Sandy, look, you figure out where these go. And that's why he kind of got dealt a bad hand. 1 more to go. Where would that be? I don't actually think episode 4 is the worst Quake episode. I think 2 is probably... I don't know if I'd say 2 is the worst, but I think it's as bad as 4. I think 1 and 3 are probably the best episodes. I know, this is crazy, dude. And all of that. We've been all over this place. Where is that last? I love this. I love this design. It's fantastic. Okay, so one of them was there. One of them was there. Where is... There you are. Ah, that's good. Nail capacity increased. I think I'm probably done with this world. I think it's probably time to move on. Very cool. Left a lot of enemies alive, but 256 is crazy. Time to play Ice my Quake game. Oh, this is giving first episode of Dissolution of Eternity vibes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these assets are... These might be original, actually. But I think I saw some assets like this in Dissolution of Eternity. But... Yo, that painting is the castle we were just in. Did we jump out of a painting? That's it. That's the castle. That is a pixelated image of the castle. So... We went through the portal. I don't think we were in the painting, but man, that's wild. That's cool. Oh, neat. Oh, the moon, bruh. God, I hope Romero loves this, dude. Reminds you of Hexen 2. Yeah, it's very medieval fantasy. This is what I feel like Romero wanted. Stairwell. This is giving... Oh, look, there's another cat statue. That has to mean something, because I've seen a few of those around. Most people haven't played Hexen 2, but these last two... I've never played Hexen 2 either. I've never played Heretic 2 or Hexen 2, but I'm interested in them, because I think Raven did them, and I've seen the Civi videos on both of them. I've always wanted to collaborate with Civi 11, but I don't think he does collabs, and I also have no idea how to contact him. This is so sick, dude. I've not enjoyed a game really... And they're pretty consistent about hitting you with, like, new things. Like, every new level, they're introducing new elements. This map being really hard, everything's starting to come back. I had to save scum this map a lot. I've had to save scum all of these maps. I kind of regret playing on the hardest difficulty. I actually, I'm on hard. I don't think I'm on nightmare, but I keep saying that. He's done collabs before. I'm in his Discord if you want me to DM you a link, Evan. Sure, yeah, why not? I don't think he would do it, but if I could, I would want him to do a feature in my Quake 4 video, because I've tried to feature another creator in every one of my Quake videos, not counting the expansion. So, G-Man Lives was on my Quake 1, Under the Mayo was on my Quake 2. I'll spoil it for you guys being my loyal viewers, but Sonic Mayhem himself is going to be collaborating on my Quake 3 for the music section, and I think it would be cool to have Civi on for Quake 4, even though that's not his favorite Quake. $256 for 256 colors. Yeah. Dude, this the more than any of the other maps has given me like base Quake vibes. Fuck. We got fiends. Jarrett the Game and Dragon likes Quake 4. I think that we are different kinds of creators. I don't think that we would work well together, just personally. Proper skybox for Quake. All of these levels have had great skyboxes. Oh, dude. Look at this lighting design for this. I love this, like, dark matriarch vibe they've got going on in this expansion. Like, all these, like, angel beings and that... I know that's not Joan of Arc, but it gives, like, Joan of Arc vibes. And the light, the moonlight bouncing off of the... Dude, it's so freaky. So will you add to your video the new expansion that was leaked? What expansion was leaked? Cancel Quake 4 expansion is fully Oh, the Awakening, yeah. Probably. I need to do some research into it. I need to figure out how close the mod actually is to the original expansion. Like, if it's basically what they were going to release but didn't, then I'll probably do it. But if it's like it was 60% done and fans went in and completed it, then I don't really consider that official enough to feature in the video beyond maybe like mentioning it. But I don't know. I still have to finish the script for Quake 3 and release that video, and I got to do a Bond video before that, and I have to do a video on this now, so we have a little ways to go before we get to the Awakening. Did I miss something? Do I have to do something with this statue? Okay, I don't want to waste ammo. But it does exist now. Yeah, I need to figure out how close it is to... Oh, stupid. I should have checked there first. Oh. Also, you have to compare the 360 and PC ports for Quake 4, which would be very fun because the 360 port is not good. I played Quake 4 for the first time on the 360, the first couple times on the 360, but I don't, they're like the same though. Like the port is bad, but I only do port comparisons if the content is different. I don't do, love the look, dude, Jarbo Gaming, this is the best Quake has ever been, but I don't typically do port comparisons if the only difference is performance. I may like just throw a line in there, but I focus on content. Hang in there, kitty. Oh shit, he's moving. That is so dark, dude. Do I have to... I feel like I ought to put him out of his misery. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't. It was for your own good, dude. I'm not going to leave you hanging like that. 2 releases on 360. The Activision one, which has Quake 2 on the second disc. The Bethesda re-release. Yeah, I had the Activision one. Because when I bought Quake 4 is when I played Quake 2 for the first time. Oh, Thunderbolt. Very cool. If you want to get Quake 4 on the second-hand market, you'll always have to store it if they have Quake 2 disc, if it's the Activision one. Yeah, you want to make sure you... I didn't know Bethesda did a 360 re-release, to be honest. Do you know how many more maps are left on this expansion? Oh, it's a 4, that's why. There we go. Why I want that one's for another port of Quake 2. Yeah, but the 360 port of Quake 2 is not very good. The remaster is actually the best way to play Quake 2, bar none. Where is he? 6 or 7 left? Ah, oh, damn, dude. I'm gonna have to plug out here pretty soon. I have a lot I gotta do tonight. I'll play a little bit further. Shorter stream tonight, fellas. Sorry. So if there's that many maps left, then we will not be completing this tonight. But that's good for you because more Quake streams. These maps are gigantic. This is a whole new area I haven't even seen yet. It's like a village. Take at least 3 or 4 streams. Yeah, apparently it will. I thought there were 19 total, but I don't know what jibbed him. But I don't know how many I've done. This will take 3 or 4 streams. Okay, well, I believe you now. Oh my gosh. That's fucking crazy. Didn't understand how massive these levels were when you played it, which yeah, well, I did not expect. This is so much work to do to not make any money. That's what's tripping me up. It's huge, bro. Each map takes almost an hour. I wonder if I can get to that health without spawning. Okay, I can. Now let's try again. I'm getting dusk vibes. It's the ogres with the bags on their heads that gives me like mad dusk vibes. Dude, dusk used to be like the retro like Quake clone, but now there's so many variations of that. If they did release as a DLC, people would complain and say others were free, so why does this one cost money? Yes, they would. I'm not. That's not the shocking part. The shocking part to me is that they did it at all. Like, it was done. Quake 1 and 2 both had great expansions. I'm just shocked that they did another one. Like, there's a lot of time. This is clearly an enormous amount of time was sank into this. Alright, we'll get this key. Bro, Machine Games was really scrag maxing on this one. Used to be your favorite indie shooter until Cultic came out. I have not played Cultic. I have played a good amount of Dusk, but I have not played Cultic. I've heard good things. Even as a console port on Switch, it's complete now, right? Because I know that they were working on it for a really long time, but it's done now, I'm pretty sure. Like this cat, here it is again. This has to mean something, right? Like, what is it looking at? Oh, good. You're kidding me. Okay, now I have the gold key and I don't remember where it goes. I just found where it goes. Sometimes this is how you gotta do it to them. These level designs, dude, X-Wing Alliance X, you have no idea. This is not even the tip of the iceberg on how insane some of these levels are. Gold door key gives you PTSD. Starting to give me PTSD. Because it reminds you of Resident Evil 4, which you'll quickly learn. Dude, Resident Evil 4 is my favorite Resident Evil. Ah, library of something. Just trying to think of a cool name. I don't know what I expected. I wonder if I can... Got it. Somebody sent something. Stay hydrated, 550 joules. I've seen joules before, but I don't know what they are. But thank you for the 550 joules. Very much. I don't know what they are, but cool. Please just die already. Alright. You don't want to spoil anything, but the game goes into insane tier. More insane than this? Is there anything I want in there? Why does that look like a button? What is that? Is that a button? Or is that just a plate on the wall? You'll love H-Rot since its atmosphere and good gameplay. I've seen the Civi video on it. Oh, look. We're back to the human base design. That's a lot of blood. Handprint, that's new. Cool. There's a lot of secrets in these levels, too. What the fuck is that thing? See the eye of the beholder? Dude, it is so trippy to see like a completely new enemy design in this game. What's the name of this map? Revelation of the Arcane? That's fitting. I gotta go check that. This room, yeah. Chances of a Doom Project brutality stream.
Chances of a Doom Project brutality stream?
Dang. Probably fairly high. I like... I've seen some videos on it. It looks like a lot of fun. I can see myself streaming that. Holy buckets. It was a trap. This is where I save scummed a lot. It was on normal. It was brutal. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's about to be what's happening. I'm just out of ammo, bro. I don't remember this. Oh, is this the spawn room? Oh, I did come from here. Deals so much damage. Well, I can't deal any damage. I'm just gonna have to... I'm gonna have to just go hunt for some ammunition. Big ass castle. There we go. Fuck! I find some ammo and immediately have to spend some. Bubbles. Does that mean there's a secret down here or something? Oh, there was. Love that. Loves to starve your resources like a survival horror game. Which isn't good Quake design. I think it is. I think Quake is served by this kind of survival horror thing going on. Out of ammo, bro. Welcome back to Dimension of the... dude, Dimension of the Past was rough. This might be harder. I don't know. Dimension of the Past was rough, dude. This feels... Oh, I just noticed the Quake logo was here. That's cool. I wonder if that means anything. I don't think I remember ever seeing the Quake logo on boxes. That might be a new asset. so many of them. I did not want to use that. Cover for this DLC should be a 9 Inch Nails next album. I don't think they do that. Are you stranded in an island forever? Which single player game you taking? No Man's Sky. Technically, that is a single player game. Oh, we got Eyes of the Beholder. Let's figure out what those things are called. Dang. They are integral to Quake. You mean 9 Inch Nails? Well, to the first Quake, yeah. But there have been many Quakes since then that did not involve Reznor. As much as I do like a lot of old 9 Inch Nails music. Man, they just keep coming. You'd pick New Vegas, so many different possible. That's a good pick. New Vegas is a good pick. You just haven't found all there is to offer. Skyrim? I was not the biggest fan of Sky. That would not be in my top 5. Oh my gosh. I didn't even do anything in this room though. Like, oh, I need the gold key card. That is a cool thing about this game, is when you're in the fantasy dimensions, it's keys, and then when you're in the futuristic, it's key cards. Pretty cool. Finishing Moving Court. Why didn't they get Sonic Mayhem to do Dark Ages soundtrack? I don't know, dude. I should have asked him that when I had that call with him a couple nights ago. I should have been like, would you have done the soundtrack? But I don't know. He's got his own stuff going on anyway. Sonic Mayhem would do Dark Ages justice. Finishing Move did fine. They probably didn't ask him because he and Mick Gordon are on pretty good terms, and they didn't want anything to do with Mick Gordon. Oh, there's that fucking eye. What are you looking at, bug eye? Hello, book. It's so trippy, like weaving these tile sets together like this. Gotta respond to text message. Bro. So these monsters real or just illusions in Ranger's mind? Because I do not remember those in Shub's Legion of Demons. Well, Shub Nagroth has been dead for a while now, because that happens in Quake 1. And then after Quake 1, Ranger goes and confronts Armagon. And then after Armagon, he has to deal with Dimensions of the Past. I'm sorry, not Dimensions of the Past. Dissolution of Eternity. Floating Eyes, things are much older than Shub. It shows Ranger slowly going more. I don't think Ranger is going into madness. The character we play as in Dimension of the Machine is not Ranger. He's a different character. And he goes mad, I think. Unless I'm wrong on that. It's not really that clear, honestly. Quote reminds you of how racist jabs have disappeared from all fantasy figures. Everyone talks like a HR board meeting now. Yeah, it's... the thing that a lot of writers don't understand is that you don't have to advocate something bad to write it. You know what I mean? How do I get down there? Oh, like this. They think if you write bad characters being racist, then that means you're saying that it's okay, when that's just not the case. You're just writing bad characters. I've never seen it do the lightning thing. That's crazy. Dawn of the Machine takes place. Is this the last in the timeline in between Quake and Scourge? No, that's Dimension of the Past. Dimension of the Past takes place between Quake and Scourge. But I think that this is the furthest in the timeline because it starts with you having lost your health from all of the stuff you've been through. Oh, hello. That's interesting. If Dawn is last in the timeline, then this ranger survived the illusions and returned back to Earth. Well, we know that happens in Dissolution. Gosh, this is the most like E1M1 we've seen. E1M1 of this game, I mean. This looks like it's out of Quake too. So this is from the last one. Okay, I remember this. I'm a little scared of that quad damage. Like, why do I need it? What's in there? My question's been answered. Damn! I happen to have a nail. Yeah, let's do it with a nail gun this time. Line them up. That honestly probably was the best use for that lightning gun, so I'm satisfied with that. Oh! Man, I'm glad I still had that quad damage. Man, I wish I still had that quad damage. Not bad. Like to imagine we see Doom 1 graphics with modern id tech and they're morphing. Interesting. Why didn't Doom do this? They did in Revelations and doing secret areas in Doom 2060, but actual story-related beats like Doom Guys Back in Time. They're doing it now. Is this different? Is this... I was already here. Oh, look at that. Okay, so this is the secret area. Alright. I see. So obviously I'm supposed to go through this portal. Portal hopping. So trippy jumping back and forth between. Fuck. Through an axe weapon advertised in the game's trailer. There is a new axe weapon. I've seen it hiding, but I couldn't figure out how to get to it. It's hidden. It's a secret or something. I've seen it like floating there. Damn, fiends are dangerous, bro. I didn't even see you up there. What are you looking at? Oh, there's more. There's more. Is that it? Digital Foundry made a video on this episode which showcases how these tricks are done. You can watch after you've beaten this. Really? Have I seen the Backrooms movie? No, I haven't seen it. I'm interested. I'm interested in watching it. I will take that. Alright. Let's open this. Just doing my due diligence. Alright, let's take this key. Got the key card. Probably want to go this way. Where does the key card go again? quite remember. Oh. Hello. And there's spawns floating around. What the hell? Bruh! I'm getting jump scared by this game. Holy. What is this? Leading out is open? How do I get down there? My gosh. They really don't leave you anywhere to run, do they? Alright. Karen watched it, changed his life. I've seen the backrooms movie, but I want to. I feel like the movie will ruin the ambiguity of the backrooms. Well, it's by that guy who did that really well-known web series about it, so it's probably got to be pretty good. Creepy and weird. This DLC or Call of...
DLC or Call of the Machine so far?
Like, which one do I like more? Well, Call of the Machine is Quake 2. Do you mean Dimension? Oh, is this better than Call of the Machine from Quake 2? Yes. This is also better than Dimension of the Machine from Quake 1. This is the best Quake I've played. I sworn I killed that thing. I feel like there's another vor. I knew it! I knew it! I ain't falling for that shit. We'll take those though. This is better than the base game? Yes, it is. I think so. Not to discredit John and American McGee, but this, yeah. Well, it's just different technology altogether, you know? That is so nasty. 3 shamblers right when I get to the exit. Expended all my ammo on the bores and the eyes. Bro, I'm gonna be trying to kill these things with an axe. Adrian Carmack, not related. Yeah, that's the funniest part is that they're not related. Let me get some ammo. Is that everything? You cannot. Me specifically, I can't fight shamblers. No, they're kind of my weakness. All right, let's try this again. I know that one of the strats is to stay close to them so they can't lightning attack you. Oh, wait. Wonder if there's any additional health anywhere nearby. Go back up here and see what's up here. Here's some additional shotgun shells. Any health? Anybody spare any health? Kite them and head for the exit? I could. I think I could probably pull that off. It's worth a shot. Skip the entire Shambler fight and went straight for the egg. Okay. Yeah, that's probably the move. Oh, that's neat. Look at that. Cool. But the question now is, how do I do that effectively? Have an idea. Alright, it was not a good idea. I have a different idea. Alright, I have an even better idea. Wait, this is a better idea. Hang on. Damn, he still got me. Plan A through D, we're on plan E. And it's still not really working that well. That guy over there is kind of a wild card. No, yeah, these are crazy accurate. Like, what the fuck? Oh my gosh! Man, they take a beating too. Fuck! That's really my best shot is... Well, I get... Alright, plan F. Alright, check this out. If I can lure them over here. This is plan F. Check this out. Ah! It was the only way. Jeez. They're getting like more oh, that's Quake buttons. They're getting like more and more twisted. Freaky deaky, fellas. Alright. Looked a lot like Plan E, but don't. Well, Plan E involved just taking them out one by one from above. Alright, I'm going to play a little bit of this level, not much, because I'm about to call it, but I just want to take a look at it. I feel terrible for these guys. Oh, I'm supposed to, that's, okay. I see. I was just putting them out of their misery. I didn't realize that that was... Okay, see, now we're back. This is some more Dissolution of Eternity vibes. Although this is clearly Dimension of the Machine with the floating boxes. This is some of my favorite Quake anything that I've seen. Yo. It's kind of hard to play this game when I just want to look around at how cool it is. Look at that. What is this? What even is that? I can't just leave him up there. I gotta put him out of his misery. Oh, can I not? Guys. No health. Have fun playing this? Yeah, so I see. He's just suspended up there, poor bastard. All of these levels have needed runes, and I can't find the runes. So do I go back? I must have to go back and revisit levels after I get the... Whoa. I don't remember a leaf texture in the original game. Got a lot of blood. This is so freaky. Kind of looks like... Yeah, it is. It's the same model. Okay. Visually, this has been my favorite so far. This is Metroidvania. That's true. Visually, this has been my favorite. This is so, like, metal. Like, I feel like the best Quake always has, like, an element of, like, it's kind of heavy metal. You know what I mean? Not musically, like, aesthetically. It's definitely got a... Because look at this dark cathedral. Oh my gosh, that is not what I expected to happen. In hindsight, I probably should have seen that coming. Definitely loves this expansion because it's not this sci-fi shit that is Quake 2. I like Quake 2. I'm fond of Quake 2, but I'm sure Romero prefers this. Visual towards Quake 2. I'm sure he does. That's very much a Tim Willits centric title. Oh, closes back up. Look at this guy. Me when I order my chicken skinless and baked. I must sacrifice 7 more. That is so brutal, dude. I know I said I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna play much longer. I'm just kind of getting the vibes. Let's see what's down here. Wanted Quake to be gothic and dark fantasy, which was the original idea for Quake. Well, here it is. "30 years later, I would say this fulfills the vision." And it's loaded with traps. Space Marine thing, less horror. Yeah, it's still got body horror and stuff. The reason I never have ammo, by the way, is because I just spray and pray way too much. I just throw my ammunition away like it's got no value. Oh, use the axe, right. No, 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 no. I didn't want that. I didn't want that. Again, in hindsight, I should have guessed that that was going to happen. What's up, Condemned Marine?
Expansion Alpha got me.
Yeah, I saw it. Quake 4 Awakening. That's been brought up a couple times. It might be about time for me to talk about that. Do a stream on it or something. Alright, let's go ahead and sound past this guy. Okay, so that just takes me... This just uses the lifts, it looks like. Burning through my nails here. Jeez. This is probably the most Quake 4 Shock. Yeah, it's a great scene, iconic. Okay, I'm gonna see what this does. Interesting. Why is that one? What? You don't want to kill your partners because they are integral or something, but they got killed anyway. I remember him saying that, yeah. Oh, if one goes up, the other... Okay. I see. That makes a lot of sense. Why is that one blue? That would be why. He pushed for team play with companions. They all mostly die. Yeah, no, that's not a. It's not a team game. You can tell they wanted it to be, but it's just not. I found a secret. Come on, I fell right through before. Let's go. There we go. Kind of goes against what you wanted for Quake 4 because he kind of goes against what I wanted. Shit, I didn't even see that guy. All right, well, I think this is a good time to call it. We've cleared out a room. We've kind of seen this level, The Sacrifice. We will... I'm not done with it, but we can safely call it here. Let's move back over to mainframe. Here we go. Yeah, what Tim wanted. Yeah. No, he definitely did not get his way. All right. Man, thanks, everybody, for tuning in and hanging out. I gotta go do some work, knock some things out. Appreciate you guys. And I will see you all in the next stream. Very much appreciated. Hope we wrap up the expansion soon and see how everything turns out.